injury, accidental?
We do, a magician plans his tricks. The only thing you see is the illusion itself, but they spend sometimes months and years planning their effects and their tricks. We do the same thing in motion pictures. We plan, we choreograph, as Don said, he went to I guess England for Lord of the Rings or whatever it was, or wherever you were, and he was there 2 months before they ever got a shot.
Yeah.
Because he had to prepare and prepare and prepare and then prepare. So we all do the same thing.
Continual.
I was very, very lucky I didn't hardly get hurt at all on the Virginian. In 9 years, I was injured one time when my stuntman hit me, and he was zigging and I was zagging, and I was right and he was wrong. I mean, we were off one move, and he hit me, and within seconds I had a golf ball size bump over here on my head, and we shot them over here for the rest of the week. So
That's a great question, and it's Murphy's Law. Sooner or later, something's going to go wrong.
Oh yeah.
We got the best technical people in the business that we work with. We have the best stagecoach drivers. They can drive 2 ups, 4 ups, 6 ups. We had a situation. If you all watched a series called Laramie, if you remember the Laramie Ranch was a stage stop, and the stage always came down a hill and then came down in front of the ranch and stopped. And it was about a 45-degree hill and it had to come down. And we probably did it 100 times, no problems, whatever. And you remember Foxy Callahan?
Oh sure.
He was an old stagecoach driver that we used a bunch. He'd been driving all his life. And the strange part of the story is that this particular day, John Smith Stanley, lovely, lovely, nice man, got hired that day to ride shotgun. He was going to get a couple extra bucks to ride shotgun on the stagecoach. And John Smith and myself were at the stage stop waiting for the stage to come down the hill and stop, and we were going to walk out. So we're standing there, and the camera's on a big boom that could move up and down like this in front of the street and on wheels that would move. And we stood there, and all of a sudden the director, old Les Sealander, you remember him, he yelled action, and this stagecoach started to come down the hill. It got about 15 feet, and you saw it was going to be a runaway. And I mean, you ain't going to stop a runaway, 4 horses on a stagecoach on a runaway. And they took off down that hill. Foxy couldn't hold him. He bailed out. John Stand-in was an older man that didn't know what to do. He tried to ride it out. They got down to the curve, the stagecoach turned over, came again, rolled up against a big, rock wall, broke the traces. 4 horses came at us. I thought, well, I'll go out there and haze them and stop them. And then I got out there for about 2 seconds, and I said, no, you ain't gonna stop them. And I ran back, and John Smith's car and 2 other cars were parked down the road. These horses came through, ran over both of those cars, ran down the main street, and didn't stop till they got to the main gate. And I ran up to the stagecoach, and Smitty and I did it, but it's just a bunch of smoking up there. And poor Bert was his name, was sitting there, and his leg was totally cut off. I mean, he was a mess, and he just sat there. And then those things happened. It was terrible. They took him right to the hospital, and they had to take his leg off. But those accidents, the only accident we really ever had on Laramie.